Okay, we're carrying with volume 3 of Yang Cheng-fu to the max. We got up to, indeed, we got up to brush knee and twist step. Okay, so we'll carry on from there. All the brush knee twist steps are the same, but we've got something in between. So we've got to lift hands here. Lift hands is not the same as, sorry, we've got to play guitar. Lift hands, remember that move there is done very slowly. Play the guitar is not one of the internal learning chi postures, and it's a totally different application. So it's not done with the dome and the strike down on it as we did with the other one. So from this point here, we've done brush knee twist step, and oh, by the way, when your waist turns as well, maybe I didn't explain this before. You know, when you get that the waist turning to your right or to the left, depending on which side you're doing it. It comes back to center as well. So brush knee twist step is a pure bow stance. Everything's like this on the center, and your head's pointing to where your coccyx is pointing. So we're up to brush knee twist step. It's important here to keep the weight on the left leg. Don't bring it up at all like that. Keep it down, keep your knee where it is, and roll your back heel up, see? Because in a bow stance, of course, you're 70 weighted, 30 on the rear leg, 70-30. So you've got to push the weight onto the front leg before you can pick this back leg up. And remember, when you push your weight forward, don't make the mistake of going like this. It looks okay, but all my weight's now, look where it is, I can pick the heel up easily, you see? All the weight's now on my front, the ball of my foot, which is incorrect. So when you push your weight forward, just have in mind, push into your front heel. Like this, see, so I could almost pick up my toes, you see, there's no weight on the toes. So when you push your weight forward from 70-30, it's now 100% on my, almost 100% on my left heel. So then it's fairly easy. Now picking up your right foot, you literally just, see, you just pick it up and place it. Don't go like this, or worse still like this. So there's two ways you can get your foot up. You can either go like this, which is absolutely incorrect, or you can roll it forward onto your heel and then just bend your leg up, see? And then just put it down where it is, exactly where it is. Don't do this. This is, a lot of schools do this. Then they go in like this, because that's easy to do. Remember, it's got to be difficult. So that's easy. This is the easy way of doing this. I guess someone has thought, I think the Cheng people do it this way, someone has thought, we're teaching Westerners, we've got to make it easy for them to learn, which is not doing you any favours whatsoever. In other words, you've got to be cruel to be kind in learning Taiji. But, you know, Daddy has said, I'll do it this way, it's much easier. But you're not getting anything from that move whatsoever. So a lot of people do it like that. You've got to roll onto your front heel. Just let it come. As soon as you know it's totally insubstantial, then you put it back down, straight back down like that. So there's no time that it's up in the air, just as long as it's insubstantial. I'll show you the reason why. And then you push your heel back into the ground, you roll it slowly back into your heel. That's an out breath. Now you don't start your in breath until your right heel touches the ground. Now watch what the right hand does. It drops a little bit. As soon as the right heel touches, your right hand drops and it goes in a little bit. Now you sink into your right heel. Again, you sink in like a tennis player. Sink in, and your left heel and left toe come off the ground together. It's a different move this time. Now, both hands, the hands are just going to come straight up like this and then down. The front hand is slightly more yang than the rear hand. See, both hands aren't like this. Beginners are just taught to do like that because they wouldn't understand it. But see, the right hand is slightly left. If I exaggerate it, see, but they're not. They're just like that. And this hand's slightly more yin than this one. But they come straight up the center. So you've got from here, if I do it towards the camera, you're facing the west with this one. So you roll it, drop this hand a little bit as you're rolling back onto your, putting your weight back. Sink into your right heel, and this one becomes yin. Now this one starts to come up, and the heel and the toe come up together. See, they're totally up together. Bend your knee up, and as both hands rise, and now both hands go slightly yang shape, but the left hand's more than your right hand. And of course this foot, has come across to a half shoulder width stance. That's just basic though, for a heel stance. Your heel stance is a half shoulder width stance. Now people always ask, why do this movement? And you'll see why it's important to have the weight on your heel as well. Dave, if you're standing like on a cliff and someone's just trying to push you off the cliff, last thing you want to do is to pick up your front foot. You want to stay here. You don't want to get back pushed off the cliff. This is called investing in loss. So what you've got to do is you've got to make your back leg totally yang power. So you've got power to push this person away. So he's pushing. See, so you make your front leg totally insubstantial, and that makes your back leg totally yang. So you've got full yang power to come up through your heel, boom, and give you the best chance of survival. But you've got to invest in a little bit of loss first. You know, you don't want to, there's the cliff, you've got to go back onto the cliff first, then pick your foot up, and then you've got maximum power. And it's the reverse in this case. So I've just struck with this, maybe done that to him or something. Someone's grabbing your hand, they're pulling it forward. See if I've got my weight on my front foot, it pulls me forward. So he's pulling, and I make the back leg totally insubstantial, and whoosh, I've got more power then to pull him backwards. See how I pull him backwards into that move? And of course, bah, you've got that as well to kick him into the leg as well. So you're still slapping on the arm here, like so. Another version of this is come straight from the Pao Chui form, the beginning of the Pao Chui form. Someone's throwing a punch here, so you're just stepping here, the arms are raising in front here, and into the knee here.